Do not make the mistake of letting toxic people into your life. They are literally the worst type of people that you can let into your life. They are in your inner circle. They're in your safe space. That's why it hurts so much to actually have them in your life, because they're insulting you. They are putting you down. They are ridiculing you in front of your other good friends. And you let them do this because you've let them into your safe space. You think they're good people, but no, they're toxic as hell for you. So you need to do something about it. Now, how do you identify toxic people? Well, when I say the term toxic person, which of your friends come up in your mind first? Let's analyze that person. You can put him into the category of sometimes he just makes a mistake. He just makes a mistake of putting you down, saying something insulting to you. He's usually a nice guy. He is something that you would be called a Giga Chad. He would be called a Giga Chad because he's a nice person. He's humble, he's strong, he's a good leader, he's a good influence on you. But maybe he's just going through something at the moment, something traumatic in his life. Maybe he just lost a pet or a family member, and that's just really getting him down at the moment. And that's why he's making some mistakes. This is not a toxic person. He's just someone who you need to sit down with, have a nice chat of, hey dude, I didn't really like the way that you talked to me that one time. Is there something going on? And then if he's the type of person that is not a toxic person, he's actually a nice dude, he will recognize that you are trying to fix something. And he will say, yeah, man, sorry, I'm going through something at the moment. I'll try to be better. If your friend is like this and this is what he responds to, then do not cut him away from your life. This is a good dude. Now, it takes some strength to actually sit down with this person and have a chat about the way that he's been acting with his behavior. It takes balls to do that. But if you can do it, then you will actually figure out what type of person this friend is in your life. Now, another thing that is happening right now with the youth is that we are in a time right now where your closest friends insult you when you're with them. They jokingly insult you, but then speak very positively about you behind your back. If your friends do this, then they are keepers. Just maybe have a chat about them, like with their behavior of maybe not insulting you that much, like that actually hurt your feelings, that wasn't taken as a joke, that actually hurt you. If they're good friends, then they'll recognize that and say, sorry, we won't joke about that anymore. We're sorry. But like I said, we're going through a time right now where insulting your friends is the norm, and speaking positively behind their back is really the recognizer of if they're good friends or not. Because this is infinitely times better than being nice to you right in front of your face, but then talking shit behind your back. It's infinitely times worse to have a friend like that. So just be grateful that your friends are not like that. If they are like that, cut them out of your life. So we need to figure out which category each of your friends fall on this spectrum. We need to analyze every single one of your friends, see what type of person they are, what type of friend they are, if they're toxic or not, and then how to actually deal with those people. How to deal with the toxic people. How do you deal with them? What do you need to do to cut them out of your life maybe, or keep them there, try to change them? What do? We'll try to figure it out now. Now, we already went over what you need to do with the nice person that is just going through a hard time. Sit down with them, have a chat, talk about their behavior. If they're a good friend, they'll understand, they'll change their behavior, they'll say sorry, they'll apologize, and you'll move on from that situation. Now, if they're a toxic person, they will try to dismiss your arguments and just say, dude, why are you being such a bitch right now? I'm not toxic. If they respond with that, they're a toxic friend. And what you need to do, this is going to be very difficult to actually do. You can do the hard way, which is basically just tell them, I don't like the way you've been treating me. I really don't like your behavior, and I actually don't like you as a person that much. So I don't want to speak with you anymore. And then just cut them off right there. This is very fucking difficult to do. But if you can actually do it, then you have my utmost respect, because that takes fucking balls to do that. And it's very effective. You just cut them right out. Now, there's also an easier way to do this. because we need an easier way. I don't think there's a single person out there that's actually going to do the hard way. If you do, like I said, you have my utmost respect. But I don't think anyone's cut out to actually do that. If you do, then oh my god, bro, you have balls. But the easier way is just, unfortunately, to just gradually ghost them. That's all you can really do for the easy way. Just cut down on the time that you're spending with them. Don't reply as much to their messages. If they ask you, hey, you want to come hang out? Don't respond. 2 days later, hit them with the text, sorry, I've been busy. And then just do that for some weeks, some months, until they stop responding to you. Just keep telling them that, oh, sorry, I've just been very busy at the moment. And then if you do that enough times, then they'll just completely forget about you, because if they're a toxic friend, they live off the fuel that they get when they insult you. And if they aren't hanging out with you, then they can't do that. So they'll just, oh, I'll just move on to someone else. They'll just move on to someone else. And they won't really care about you. Sorry, that's the harsh truth. Now, if they're in your friend group, that's when this gets very, very tricky. Because what do you do then? You hang out with them all the time. You're literally in the same friend group. You've let them into this friend group where you also have good people, good friends. So you can't exactly cut them off, because you'll always be together with the same friends. So what do you do then? Well, I'm sorry, but if that's the case, then chances are your entire friend group is toxic. And that's just the harsh truth, because if you have the same friends, then those friends are probably exactly like that toxic friend, because they want a gang that they can be toxic with. So you need to identify whether your entire friend group is toxic with them, or if it's just this one outlier. If it's just this one outlier, then just try to communicate with your friend group that this person isn't being very nice, and then see how they'll respond. Maybe they'll be like, yeah, we have been noticing that they are kind of bitchy and we don't actually want them. And then the entire friend group will just cut them off. That's paradise right there. That's the ideal result that you want. But unfortunately, there will probably be some toxic friends in your friend group as well. What do you do then if that's the case? Well, just start a new friend group. Take the good people from your previous friend group and then just start a new friend group. Just move away from the toxicity. Maybe communicate with them as well that these people are toxic, and then they'll understand. Now, some people will probably get very angry when they leave this friend or this friend group, because they'll have this fuel inside of them that tells them to be aggressive, and that these people have hurt you. These people have insulted you to your face. They have been toxic. They've destroyed your self-esteem. And then they've generally just destroyed you and belittled you for no reason. Use that anger for something productive. You can use that aggression to fuel your productivity and your goals to become better. And then show them that, hey, I've moved on from you and I've become better. I've become richer. I've become stronger. I've become more powerful. That will totally crush them. Use this energy to completely destroy them, because you will go very far. This is what people do when they break up with their exes. They use that aggression, that emotion they feel, to fuel their productivity, to fuel their gym time, to hit new PRs, to go even closer to failure. So take your revenge. Use that energy to better yourself, to become better, to become more powerful, so that they regret leaving you. They regret how they treated you, because that's what you want. And then they'll come crawling back saying, oh, you've changed so much. Wanna get back together, or wanna hang out sometime? And then you hit them with the text, no, fuck you. That's what you do. Then you have truly become better. I hope this helped. Good luck, and see you soon.